Hey up everyone, and welcome to the workshop. We have here the Matchbox 58C DAF girder truck. Now this truck was introduced way back in 1968, superseding the 58B, the Drott excavator. Now it spanned into the introduction of the superfast wheels, being discontinued around 1971. And these early regular wheels models were always white with a red plastic base and a red plastic grille. Now, during the superfast era, however, it was introduced with a fantastic new green paint job, and both models came with 12 red plastic girders, and it's these original plastic girders that are often hard to come by. So let's take a closer look as we attempt to restore this classic, the Matchbox DAF girder truck. Right guys, we're on the bench. The Matchbox girder truck. You're looking at 50-55 years of wear and tear. Been thrown down steps, bashed in toy boxes. Right. I suppose the first step is to remove these back wheels. Right, to do that, I just gently file off the edges of the little mushrooms on the edge of each axle, carefully trying to avoid the wheel arch and of course the wheel itself. Can be quite tricky sometimes. Oh, nearly there. Oh, there we go. That should drop out. Same on this one. There we go. Right then, to get this base off, I'll just grab the old rivet extractor 3.5. There we go. The next step is to get this into the caustic soda and remove all this paint, and we'll get this into the wash and clean these plastic parts. Right, we're back from the caustic soda, the car's stripped. Let's give it an old wire wool. Quite a therapeutic process this actually. I don't mind this stage. And once we've got all the paint residue and any grease and the lights off, we can take a look at the truck and see what we need to do next. It's actually looking like it's in pretty good condition for its age. Apologies if this is rather noisy. I will try and tone it down when I edit it. But I am new to all this, so it's a little bit trial and error at the minute. So what have we got? It's looking in rather good condition. The roof certainly, it's a little bit pitted there. It's probably just needs a bit of a file there that's a little bit rough. Wheel arches look okay. Now this pillar here has been bent in. It's probably been stood on at some point in its life. So we'll straighten that. The bed looks good. No major issues with it. I can't see any casting lines, but then there's not that much room for those on this particular model. So what I'll do now, I will just scribe out some of the lines to make those a little bit more prominent, and I will get a 1000 grit sandpaper, give it the once over, and then it's ready for painting. I won't show all that process because it is quite long and drawn out, and we'll get this prepped for painting, and I'll see you on the assembly. Right then, back to the build. As you can see, the truck body has been painted, and I've gone with an alpine white to keep it close to the original colour. Plastic parts are out of the ultrasonic cleaner and looking good. Axles smoothed down. Window glass wasn't really too bad, just a little bit scuffed. And I like to use this beeswax. It's great for finishing the clear plastic parts. It is a beeswax. It's an oil spray, and it fills the little imperfections and leaves a nice, smooth, clear finish. You can get it in most shops, supermarkets, and of course the famous Rainforest website. You can see I've also 3D printed some girders for this model. Now, there is a specific reason that I've chosen to go with black, and that's because I've run out of red. I've been collecting and restoring these Matchbox vehicles for a few years now, and this is, however, the first time I've actually uploaded a restoration video. And it is fair to say that the Girder truck is one of the easier models to restore. It has no opening doors and no interlocking, overlapping or moving internal parts like the trickier builds have. I've also chosen this truck as it has more than 4 wheels, and this particular model will be my entry in the DSMC monthly challenge. That's the Diecast and Scale Modelers community over on Facebook. Actually, if you like this content and find it interesting, or indeed any kind of scale modelling, then go over and check them out. PJ and the team are always happy to help solve any scale modelling issues. The Matchbox 58C Girder truck was actually based on the DAF 2600 truck cab, a real heavy-duty vehicle produced in the Netherlands by DAF Trucks in 1962. It became one of Europe's most modern long-haul trucks of its time. It featured a forward control cab design and was widely used across Europe for heavy haulage. Lesney chose it as the basis for the Girder truck, pairing the cab with a flatbed trailer carrying the distinctive red plastic girders. So while this girder load was a toy-specific play feature, the cab itself was truly modelled on the DAF 2600 tractor unit. The scale model has simplified details. The grille is stylised, the windows are less elaborate, and the panel lines are minimal. The roofline, sides and front overall echo the real thing, but scaled down for manufacture. As some small styling liberties were taken for stability, simplicity and moulding constraints, it's not actually a perfect scale replica. However, the DAF 2600's distinctive cab style and design, shape and flat front are clearly visible in this Matchbox model. Thanks for sticking with it until the end. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.